Folks, we are live again from ASH 2018 in California, where I have just run into Dr. Jasmine Zain from City of Hope. Dr. Zain, great to see you.
Great to see you too. Thank you.
So what have you seen here so far that's got you excited?
Well, I have been to most of the T-Cell Lymphoma sessions that have happened so far. A lot of that activity is actually happening Monday night, so I'm looking forward to that. But so far, I've seen a lot of information coming out of all the genotyping testing that's been going on in tumor types.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So we now have the technologies to actually dissect out tumors on a genetic level. We all have our own innate genomes that we're born with, but when patients develop cancers, there's genetic changes in that genome. And we are now starting to figure those out because they may indicate or they will lead to eventually a better understanding of why these cancers are happening. And more importantly, we can probably find treatments that will be more targeted to those genetic changes and mutations, resulting in better outcomes. So I think there's a lot of data covering that in this meeting, particularly in T-cell lymphomas, which are very poorly understood on a clinical basis only.
That's interesting. So in terms of patients, what this might mean for patients, how close are we? Where are we in the process?
So I think we're changing our treatment paradigms a little bit. We are now trying to see if we can routinely look at tumor genetics and maybe find treatments that are more specific to that particular patient, personalized medicine. Now, that is not a broad statement at the moment because we still need to find the effective therapies that work against those particular pathways. But at least at this meeting, there are some abstracts that are being presented that are showing correlation between specific mutations and response to agents that address those mutations. So we're starting to make some progress in this field, specifically in PTCL or T-cell lymphomas, which is very poorly treated with current standards of treatment.
Speaking of which, you're giving a talk tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I'm talking about my research in transplants that are being done in patients with T-cell lymphomas. When they undergo transplant, they get chemotherapy prior to the transplant. It's called conditioning chemotherapy, which is high-dose chemotherapy. What I have at City of Hope, we have developed an antibody against a protein called CD25 that's expressed in T-cell lymphomas, and we have conjugated that antibody to radiation. So what we're doing is that we're combining it or adding that to the standard conditioning regimen, which is called BEAM, and the idea of providing some radiation, targeted radiation to the patient's tumor before their transplants. We're hoping that this could actually lead to better outcomes with those transplants and provide and not have, the patients won't have the toxicity of total body radiation. This is just a phase 1 trial, so for the moment we're looking at the safety of this combination, and I've treated about 15 patients so far, and we haven't seen any major signals that are worrisome. But in terms of outcomes, it's still early to call that out.
Still early, but definitely something to keep an eye on. Dr. Jasmine Zain from City of Hope. Enjoy the rest of the meeting.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
and keep it tuned here to Facebook all weekend long for more from our City of Hope doctors.